Hi, it's Sherry from Everything Crafty. I hope everybody's safe and well. Today I'm going to be making these notebooks, these shopping list really. I bought 6 of them from Amazon and they come like this. Pretty rubbish. So how we're going to transform these into these, because nowadays everybody wants to make their shopping list before they go shopping because you don't want to spend too much time in the supermarket, so you have your list. And also good for Christmas as a little gift for your neighbours, for your work colleagues, something like that. So here's how we're going to make something like these. I'll show this one, and that one is probably, I'll just give you the dimensions for this one because it's exactly the same as the first one. It's just on a big pad that you slip in, so you can change that one. So we'll get started. So the first thing I do is I just go and take off this horrible black cover. They're very cheap, they were like $1.99 for 6 of them. So, and they're quite flimsy. And I've got the dimensions on the back. It's 2 7/8 by 8 3/8. And over the plus over the, you want to fold it over. I kind of cut them 3 inches because the 2 7/8, because they're cheap and nasty, they're not exactly, some of them are and some of them aren't. So I kind of cut it to 3, and then I know if I've got any left over, it's fine. So this is what I'm going to be putting on the back first of all. So I like to cover it there, and it gives it more, it looks prettier as well for on the back, and it gives it that little bit of, makes it a bit more firmer. So I'm going to cut this to 3 inches, and we'll see how we get on with my paper cutter here. So here we go. I might have to trim a bit off, that doesn't bother me. I'd rather it was too big than too short, than too small. I'll get a pencil. I prefer to fit rather than to measure. Just, I just feel better that way. So once we've got it stabilised at the bottom, I'll just draw a line. We'll cut that bit off. You don't need that to fold over, it's just your coloured bit that you need to fold over. Now that can be attached with wet glue, but when you're attaching your paper, I prefer to go with the dry, like the tape or something, because I'm always frightened it comes through. Because for some reason my glue has gone very, very runny, and you know how your people who make cards and things will know that it can go a bit strange, and it can seep through. So give it a moment to dry and it should be okay. Right, we're back again. Sorry, we had a technical hitch, because you'll wonder why I've jumped to this. The camera went off. So what I did was I cut this to 3 inches wide. Well, I actually put it on there and measured it, so I put it on the cardstock, fitted it rather than measured it, made a line and cut it with the paper trimmer. So when you put it like that, then you fold it over, giving it a nice crease there, and that's that. Then you put your glue on the black bit, because that black bit is holding the paper together, and I prefer to keep it there. Again, a bit of stability. Put your tape runner on there, give it a good old press down, and away we go. So easy. Now what I want to do with this one is I've got some, I got a pack of these, a pack of 6 for 99p at my local craft store at Letham Crafts in Letham. And I thought these would be just, they were selling them off because it was past Christmas, and that's always the best time. They've not got a backing on them, but I think it needs a bit of help to stay on. And that is the best time to buy Christmas stuff, is when Christmas has passed. And I think that looks as cute as anything. Now that just transforms a nasty little black notebook to something you could give as a nice little gift. And this came in the packet as well, and I thought that was really, really nice. One in that corner. And they've also got a little tag if you want to put a little tag on it saying Merry Christmas or something like that. So that is a simple notebook from that to that. And I think that's a nice Christmas gift, you know, so especially if you want to give them pre-Christmas as well for making their shopping list. But it's nice, it's something nice to keep in your handbag or keep on your desk or something like that. So the next one is this one. I made a mistake though, I think, of gluing that to there. I should just glued to the back there, to the side there. And I love the double-sided paper because you have it pretty on the outside and you have a pretty notebook shopping list there. And I think that is lovely to keep in your handbag. I mean, you don't have to put the ribbon on it if you don't think, if it's too much hassle. I just thought it looked pretty. And a little gem there. So I have chosen, it was from a coloured paper pack that had, I got it out of Home Bargains actually. No, I didn't. It was B&M in Forfar. That's where I got it, and it's just beautiful double-sided. It's just, I did lots of them out of that. It's just so nice. Made a little card notebook for me to note down things, and it's just really, really sweet. So I like this one. I thought it was really nice. So what I did for the pack one is, again, I cut these bits off. Oh, I've got an extra paper cut off. They're not hugely thick, you know, they're let's say $1.99 for 6. Let me just give that a bit of a, neaten that up a bit. That there. Especially given it as a gift, you want it to look nice. So with this one, again, I don't, see that a bit. I don't measure, because if you measured your 3 inches and 3/6, it's actually more because you're folding it. So what I did is the same as the first one. There was no point in going over this again, although we missed that bit. I'll do it with the next one. So I got this, that's why it's double-sided, and that will go inside there and it'll look, that's the way I want it to look, like that. So there's the notebook. This is the cover. So what we want to do is to make that, excuse my head if it gets in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it over. So it takes more room to fold over. And I'm going to just go there to cut off. And I'm going to cut this on the machine, on the paper trimmer. Sorry if that's really loud. And hides the inside, but so pretty. Oh, I need to get the bottom bit cut. A bit of room there. So measure, just fold it in there, make a little mark, put it in your paper trimmer, and cut. It's not rocket science, it's really, really easy, but I just had to share because I just was, when I got them I was so excited with all my papers and things. There's not even new papers. I'll clean that up later with a rubber at hand. I think that goes, because that's on the other side, so it must go. And it's so pretty because you've got one colour and the next, and it's rather than being you know, if you've got your single-sided paper and it's just plain there, and I think it looks a bit rubbish, so I thought that would be good. So basically what I did was I glued down there on this side, on the right hand side, and then just folded that over. So I think I did this with red tape before, but I am all out of red tape actually at the moment, and I'm trying not to buy anything too new, because I was furloughed with my job, and my husband's self-employed, so you kind of try and thingy your pennies, you know, you try and look after your pennies. So I decided I would go with what I had, work with what I had, since I've got so much. So the ribbon that I chose, I had one to match, the same colour as the kind of light green, but I love this green. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's a little bit better. It needs a good old crease. Find my bone folder. That was my phone crashing down. Oops. My microphone crashing down there. I'm doing this on my own. I have no help this today. Usually my son does my videos. He's busy. So this is the first of my own, so don't be too critical. So basically, a ribbon down there would be really, really nice. And these are not my cutting scissors, they wouldn't cut much. These are my cutting scissors. Snip it off. Kind of eyeball the middle to there. Give it a tie. Give it a burnish to make sure it's right over. Just like a book, you need that bit there. Right there. In the middle. Put a bit of tape in the middle for the ribbon. I would use red tape for this normally, but like I say, I'm all out of red tape. So there we go. It's a bit short on the other, but it's all too long anyway, so we'll give it a nice trim, and I think that's really nice. I love the dark green ribbon, I really, really do. And cut it at an angle or whatever you want. And there. And just untie your ribbon stays on there. You've got your notepad in there. I just see it, no red tape. Give that a good old burnish down. Just make it stick. I would use red tape for that. So that's that one. Not sticking without my tape. Really annoying. Really, really annoying. I must order more red tape though, because I do like to use it for projects, especially for like making boxes and things like that. Red liner tape is the strongest. You want to use wet glue, you know, it gives you a better stick, it's fine. But that's that one. And we have made the Christmas one. So it's them two, and you can put a nice little gem on there or something, you know. And the third one was this one. Now basically it's the same as the first two. So because we missed it on the video because we had a technical hitch, I will cover this one. What could we cover that with? Do the other side of this. So basically, we did the bit about the white on the back. So that's 3 inches. We've got to that stage in the video before it all went wrong. And if this all stops and the camera stops again, I'll just give up. I don't have any more notepads. So basically this is where we got to the last time. Any pencil marks I can always cut later, but you don't want to see me rubbing out pencil marks. I know what we'll make this one with. I've got the loveliest paper from Stampin' Up. Isn't that just gorgeous? I do love that one. Yep, it's a little bit big again, but I'd rather that way because I did one and I measured it and took the measurements of 2 7/8 and lo and behold it was too short, too narrow, and I thought and then one of them was exactly 2 7/8. It's just because they're cheap, they're not, I don't think they're exactly. I just love that bit, and it's double-sided. I do like it. So again, I'm going to place, trying to keep my head out of shot and trying to keep the picture in shot, and take my pencil. I'll do it on the other side because I don't want to see any pencil marks. The less you've got to rub out the better. So we'll see how this video goes and if I'm allowed to do them on my own. Or if my son says it's really bad. Or if I miss anything like the microphone or anything like that. It says it's still recording, so. Gosh, I'm sorry if that's really loud. So, same as before, but we missed it on camera. I'll cut that bit off. You just want a bit to fold over so it looks pretty. And there's no exact measurement for that, it's just whatever size you want to fold over. So, isn't that lovely paper? So we'll try and line it up, get that out of the way. Yep, that looks fine. And then take your glue and fold. Really technical. Not. And there we have. That's how we do that one. So we've recorded how we fold them over. So this one I thought would be a good desk one. I've got a pen or lying at the phone. We never seem to have a bit of paper and a pen at the phone. So that would be a good one. Maybe that's where I should put it. If you want to have it like hanging on the wall, I wouldn't bother making that pretty because you want to take that off. That was 4x9 to remind me. So you would just decorate this bit pretty if you're going to, you know, like hang on put on the back. You could put the magnets on the back and stick them on your fridge. So basically we just decorated normal with the other ones, and then this is 4 inches wide by 9 inches long. Well, what it is, it's less than 4 and less than 9, but it should be 4 by 9 because that way, because I think it's too high at the top, and that would give you, you've got to make it longer than that because you've got to slot it in. So I did hard card, like, you know, your brown board that you get in between packaging, like this sort of stuff. So that's what I used, and covered it with nice paper on the front, plain on the front, and a sort of pattern on the back to match that. I got matching. So it should be 4 by 9, gives you plenty of room, and the slit should be sort sort of in the middle. If you want to make it sit over there so you'd have more room for your pen, you could just, you know, just measure where you want to place your pad down and decide where you want to make your slit. So, but the slit should be done, this part here should be done before you stick it all down. So you're measuring 4x9 on the blue paper, you make your slit, then you stick all the hard card and your paper on that way. Then the idea is that you can change over your notepads. It just slides in there. You slide it in, and then you can replace it when it's run out. So, but I think that could be lower, and I think 4x9 would be perfect. I just got some nice coloured cardstock that matched the pen, put a gel pen in and a gem, and that was it really. So that's where transformed notebooks. Oh, look what I didn't do with this one. I'm supposed to have plenty of glue on it so you don't see the black bit, but keep the black bit on for a bit of stability. I love that one. And done the Christmas one. You could use I've got these toppers like Christmas. You could put these on the front of your like plain red and decorate it with these. Put a little topper for Christmas. I don't know about anybody else, but I cut little things off cards to use. I think that come off a card, and you could put that on your red paper or like a white, or you know, or beige, and then put that on. Beige would be nice, and then you could put your red on top, and then you've got a nice little Christmas gift. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry it was a bit jumpy, but it's me doing it on my own, so I will have to practice doing it on my own. And yeah, I think that was it. So give me a thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you didn't. You can ask any questions. You can ask me what you want me to see do next. I think it will be using the bubble wrap as a background paper, and bubble wrap and ink to make a background paper and to make a card. So that's it for now. So thanks very much for watching.